Good afternoon, evening, everybody. It's 6:37 p.m. on Wednesday, February 21st, 2018. So today, I had tweeted out a comment on social media, which Twitter is on social media. Went to Facebook too, about, and I ended up doing the idea that I tweeted out. Well, I started to do it, and you'll see it here. I was doing it on this stupid thing where Trump, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, said President Trump has been tougher on Russia in his first year than Obama was in 8 years combined. And then I had the Russians say, well, now we are laughing. And I was going to do this, but I wasn't really in love with it for some reason. I still think it's okay, but I also didn't like that I had tweeted it out, because I thought, someone else might do this idea now, because that's happened before. I've tweeted out a comment, and then the next morning somebody did a cartoon on the exact thing, exactly the way I had commented. It wasn't just like on the same issue. It was just like, and then the cartoonist told me that he got it from my tweet, so I was like, but I also had this other idea that I thought I better go ahead and do, because the Olympics will be over soon. I think this weekend is it. And so I thought I should go ahead and do this. And plus, with all the stuff for the Olympics, kind of with the doping and everything, is kind of crazy. Sometimes I think I draw too many cartoons of people sitting in bars, but it's a good place to draw people watching TV with strangers, with people they don't know. So that's why cartoonists go to this well, maybe sometimes too often. There's the big, one of the cliches among political cartooning is drawing people watching TV. But that's pretty much what everybody in the world does, so it's kind of like one that you can get away with. Just don't do it every day. I know there's one cartoonist, and he's actually really, really good. I've seen him do 2 in a row of people watching TV. But I looked to see when was the last time I drew people sitting in a bar, and it was like a month ago. And a cat just came in my room. I'm gonna shut my door. He's in here and I'm recording. As soon as the cat shows up, people start looking for him. People in this house are goofy. This cat. This one took about 2 hours and 30 minutes to draw. And I listened to a lot of music while I was doing it. I don't even remember what I was listening to. But I was joking in my blog that the Russians are so dirty, tainting our elections, and they're so dirty that their athletes are not allowed to compete underneath their nation's flag this year at the Olympics because of doping. And then one of their athletes continued to dope, and it was a curler. And I thought, if there's any doping involved with curling, the doping would be for people who watch it. I have MSNBC on in the background. Watching The Beat. It's actually a pretty good show. But someone sent me an idea today from New Mexico. They saw my cartoons in the Santa Fe, New Mexican, and they submitted an idea to me, which I had to reply to them that I don't take ideas. But the funny thing is that, or maybe not funny, but it was on Trump. And I told him, if there's one, even if I was to take ideas, the one area that I don't really need any help, or any political cartoonist needs help, is with Donald Trump. We don't need people to send us Trump ideas. And since Trump was elected, I think people send me ideas almost every day, and I think only once over the past 3 years I've only received one that didn't have anything to do with Donald Trump. And the funny thing is, Trump is all anyone talks about, and it's the only ideas people send me. And pretty much every editor in the country would tell me, "Can you do stuff that's not on Trump? Can you get away from Trump for a day?" So yeah, we don't need any Trump ideas, people. It's kind of like every single um, wannabe writer in college is writing books about vampires. Are they still doing that? I know that was a thing like several years ago. But yeah, don't need help with the Trump stuff, people. I mean, this stuff almost writes itself. And I will say this, since Trump has come about, I never have a day where it's like I don't have a subject. Sometimes there are days where cartoonists where you'd struggle to find something to cartoon about. With Trump, that's not an issue anymore. The only issue is too much Trump. All the ideas are about Trump. I could not get into this guy. I know that sounds weird, but I kept redoing them. It was just like the shape of his head. It was bugging me. And after I had drawn this cartoon, I went back and redid the video for the previous cartoon because I had messed that one up. Messed it up good too, because that image just blacked out halfway through it, about the 7-minute mark. See? Work on the head. Work on the shape of the head. Didn't like that. Didn't like that either. See there, he looks a little bit too angry. Yeah, let's go back. Do it again. See, now I like the upper part, but I didn't like the bottom part. Maybe I did. Did I change that? No. I had a lot of trouble with the bartender too. Just his head wasn't working out either. I thought about making the mustache a little bit smaller, but then I just stuck with it. I think my next cartoon is going to be on stupid conspiracy theories. Or just outright lies. Yeah, and yeah, no more Russia stuff, but I only had like 3 cups of coffee while making this one. Didn't go crazy. My next cartoon would not involve a TV. I assure you of that. I tried to decide which sport to do. I was originally going to go with hockey because that seems to be much more physically competitive. But I really like just the thought of drawing someone soaring through the air on skis appealed to me. When am I going to get to do that again? It is funny to me that basically if you're a Trump supporter, you're a Russia supporter. Maybe you don't know it, but you are. And some people are aware of it. I saw people posting outrage whenever Mueller indicted 13 Russians. How dare he go after these poor little Russians? What they're really mad about is that he's getting closer and closer to Donald Trump. So after I make this video, I'm going to think about some food and then get serious about thinking about my next cartoon. See, I kind of like meander about thinking about the next cartoon, and then I seriously start thinking about it. Unless the idea just pops in my head and comes to me. I have the concept, but I don't really have the idea yet. Maybe someone from New Mexico will send it to me. I actually, it's kind of like a mixed feeling when people send me their ideas, because I'm flattered and I really appreciate it that they think of me. And maybe they're not thinking of me too much. They just notice I'm a cartoonist and they want somebody to draw a cartoon. But so I don't want to be rude about it. I was using a pencil for this, and it just kept coming out way too dark. So then I settled for going back to the pen. No, I didn't. I kept that pencil. Then I used the pen to write MAGA. Occasionally someone still asks me what MAGA means. But I am flattered when people send me their ideas. And I try to be nice when I tell them I don't want to use their idea, or that I can't. If I drew ideas that belong to other people, I would not have any fun doing this. I mean, half the fun of doing political cartoons is drawing your ideas. Sometimes I do an illustration for a newspaper, and because, hey, I need the money, and they want me to illustrate a story. It's not really a cartoon, but I do an illustration, and it's in my cartoon style. And I don't enjoy those nearly as much. I really don't have any fun with them. I mean, I don't hate it. It's not torture. I mean, because I am drawing, but it's not mine, so to speak. And I don't really mind doing it. It's just not my area, But there's always stuff that you do every day that you don't love and you don't really think that much about it, but you do it. Like laundry. I hate doing laundry, but you don't really sit around and complain about doing laundry because you do your laundry. Or making your bed. And yeah, I actually make my bed every day. Most days. I never made my bed when I had a dog, because he would just unmake it. I miss having a dog. A friend of mine, another cartoonist, told me that if I won this award, he would, and the entrance fee was 75 bucks. He told me that he would buy me $75 worth of alcohol. And I asked him, are you trying to kill me? I mean, Right now, my tolerance is so freaking low because I never go anywhere. And if I did like $75 worth of drinks, it'd just be, I wouldn't recover, or it would kill me. And then he said that he'd buy me a really, really nice bottle of champagne. And I told him he could buy me a really, really cheap one from Safeway, because I wouldn't notice a difference. I've never liked champagne or been into it. Whatever. It could literally come from Safeway, and he could tell me it was $1,000 and I wouldn't know. But I have beer in this house that's been here since Thanksgiving. I mean, I was never a big home drinker anyway. I was always going out to drink. Watching Chris Rock, huh? Oh, we were getting there. Sorry, I got distracted with Chris Rock. I want to thank everybody coming in. Just thanking you in a minute. Wish we draw the skier. Coloring the skier. It was fun. Just had to go with the red gloves. Red gloves. Alright folks, I think we're about done. Thank you for coming by and watching another one of my little videos. Please click like and please share these on the internet. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. It really helps. I haven't monetized this stuff yet, but someday it's going to make me $1. So thank you again for coming by. And the next one will be up tomorrow evening, afternoon, or something like that. I don't know. But you'll see it. I'll let you know. Please leave a comment. And I forgot shoutouts. Do them tomorrow.